guys, what's up? It's Nelly. Welcome back to my channel. I am back today with a foundation review video. You guys love foundation review videos, so I am here to give you exactly that. Today I am going to be reviewing the echo in this room is driving me crazy. I am in the process of changing this room up, and I don't have a lot of furniture in here. I took most of it out and there's just such an echo, so I hope it's not too bad. If it's bad, I'm sorry. I'm working on it. Give me some time to figure it out. So the foundation that I am going to be reviewing and talking about today is the new BH Cosmetics Liquid Foundation. This is pretty new. The only reason why I'm doing a video so late on this foundation is because it took forever to get to me. I was actually a little disappointed, and I even had to email customer service about why my order was taking so long. I placed my order on the day that it launched. I placed it on September 27th, and I did not receive my order until October 14th, I believe. I think I got it like on a Saturday or something, or maybe it was the 13th. I'm not sure, but it did take a long time. Compared to other companies that I have purchased from, like, that's a long time. I don't know, I feel like lately makeup companies have set such a standard with their shipping and all that. You get everything so fast that when a company takes forever to ship something out, we kind of get a little bit of a freak out, which that's what happened to me. That's why I had to email them to make sure that I was gonna receive my order, because I wanted to do this video ASAP. Regardless, that's not gonna change my idea on the foundation. I am still gonna give you guys my honest 100% opinion on the BH Cosmetics Liquid Foundation. So this foundation retails for $8. I paid an extra $8 for shipping, so my order came out to like 14 bucks with everything included. That's still very, very cheap compared to other foundations, high-end drugstore. That's still a very good priced foundation. So yeah, it says on the box, it says our new and improved BH liquid foundation now includes hyaluronic acid to help keep skin hydrated. I can totally use that. The lightweight formula imparts a natural looking satin finish and provides medium to full coverage. I'm intrigued now. I picked mine up in the shade 212 Light Olive. I hope this is my shade because I only picked one up. Once I take it out of the box, this is what the foundation looks like. It's in a very nice frosted, very sleek bottle with a plastic cap. I like that. One thing that I'm not too happy about is this thing right here. Can you guys see how the foundation is kind of separating a little bit? I'm not sure if it's because it was laid on like this for such a long time or whatever it was. Like I said, this took forever to get shipped out to me. So I'm not sure if it's been sitting there for a long time, but we're just gonna shake it up and just try to mix everything together. I'm going to quickly prime. I know that some people might not prime when they're doing a foundation review because, you know, it might affect the foundation, how it applies, how it works, but honestly, if I'm going to do a first impression, I am going to do exactly how I am going to wear the foundation. I never wear my foundation without primer, so why would I review it without primer if I use primer every single time I do my foundation? Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. And this is a perfect time to try a full coverage foundation because I am breaking out a lot. It's that time of the month for me, and it's, you know, it's when my skin acts out the most. So I do have some breakouts, some redness, some dry skin. So this shall be interesting. Alrighty, so we are ready to apply. I'm going to do half of my face with the sponge and then the other half with a brush to see which way I prefer it better. Lately, I've been really into applying my foundations with a natural haired brush. So I'm going to be trying that as well. Let's see how that applies. And yeah, so again, I'm going to repeat this. I am using the color Light Olive, which is 212. So I'm going to go ahead, and I have a little clean Petri dish right here. That's the name of these. And I am going to pump. That is one pump. It's definitely thick, like very thick. Okay, so I put 3 pumps. On this side, I'm gonna go ahead and do a beauty blender. So I'm going to go right in there. This is very, very thick and kind of slimy. Do you guys see that? How it's like sticking to my face? So it's definitely a sticky foundation. Okay, so I put some on the back of my beauty blender and let's apply. Ooh, that's really sticky. You guys see that? It like follows the beauty blender. To be honest, I don't know if it's the beauty blender that's soaking up most of the product, but I'm not getting much coverage. I have this pimple right here and you can still see it. Let me zoom you guys in. Okay, is that better? Okay, so I have this pimple right here. Can you see that? And I can still kind of see it. Just like this one, it's still pretty visible. So it's definitely not a full coverage as soon as you apply. I think you definitely have to build. When it goes on so weird because it's so like slimy, like jelly-like consistency. So kind of throws you off, but once you kind of blend it into the skin, it looks really pretty and hydrated. Like it looks very hydrated. It doesn't look dry. It's really, really pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with a second layer to see if we can cover this up. So that is a second layer of the foundation, and again, I'm not getting much coverage, to be quite honest. Like this right here, I have a little bit of like dark spots and redness here, and I can still see that. Like I can still see my pimples. Like this right here, I can still see. So I'm not getting a ton of coverage. Like when I think of like a medium to full coverage, I definitely think of something that has a little bit more coverage. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the, oh, and by the way, my product is pretty much gone. So I used 3 pumps and that only covered half of my face. So I'm gonna go in with another 3 pumps. Oh, this brings 1 fluid ounce, by the way. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the brush that I have been using to apply my foundation lately, which by the way, it's a little Chanel brush, but any brush that you have that's a natural haired brush will be perfect. You don't have to use this one. I think I got this like as a gift with purchase or something. I don't remember. This was like ages ago. So I'm actually going to get the foundation with my finger and dot it on. If you hear any noise, that's Lawrence. He's actually putting up a mirror in the house and he needs music, like he needs noise in order to be able to work. So I'm sorry, I apologize. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the brush and I'm going to buff that in. Oh, ooh, no. I don't think this is gonna do well with the brush. It's just the consistency of it. It's like a really weird. Okay, so I'm gonna change my brush to a synthetic brush. I'm gonna go in with the Morphe E44. That is a foundation blended in with the brush. I don't know how I feel about it because, I mean, it's completely set. It's not sticky once it's in the skin, which I like because it is a very sticky formula, but once it's actually in the skin, it's not sticky at all. Like it sets really nice. It does have a glowy finish to it. It's not completely matte. It does look like skin, but the coverage is just not there. Like it's not there at all. Like you can still see these 3 little pimples that I have here. You can see all of these pimples over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply another layer. When it goes on with the brush, it feels so tacky. Like it feels like Elmer's glue. Like it just feels tacky, like sticky. Alrighty you guys, so this is what the foundation is looking like. I have 2 layers on both sides and I am going to stop it right here. I am not going to add a 3rd layer because I feel like if I go in with that 3rd layer, it's definitely going to look cakey. I have 2 layers on right now and you can definitely tell that I have foundation. Now I don't feel like I'm wearing foundation and my skin looks very glowy and dewy, but it is looking a little bit cakey. I have to say, you can definitely see the foundation on my pores, in the middle of my forehead. You can see it then it just looks a little bit caked on. I have a pimple right in the middle of my forehead that is still visible. I can still see some redness. This one is still red. I can see some dark spots over here, down here as well. So yeah, 2 layers is definitely not full coverage. It's definitely more of a medium coverage. So I'm gonna stop it here. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face, and then I'm going to be back to give you guys my overall final thoughts. Okay, so I am back. I went ahead and I finished the rest of my face. I applied concealer, bronzer, blush, highlights, brows, a little bit of eyeshadow, and a bold lip. I am wearing the Hot Fire Liquid Lipstick by Dose of Colors in collaboration with Desi and Katie. I've had the foundation on for a little while already. I've had it on for about an hour, and I have a little bit of like, it's kind of like, do I like it or do I not like it? Like, I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it, which sucks because I usually like to say I like it and I don't like it, but I'm kind of like in between with this one. I think I have to play with it a little bit more to give my final thoughts of what I really feel, because right now I'm kind of a little bit confused, which I don't know. I'm very picky when it comes to foundation because I have a very particular skin type. Like, my skin is very dehydrated and it can look really old really quickly with certain products. And this is not making my skin look older. Like this side, right? Like the sides of my face, like the perimeter of my face looks flawless. But the middle part of my face looks horrible. Like around my nose, the foundation is completely breaking up. Under the eyes, you can see every little crease that I have and it looks dry. Like, it doesn't look good. Here, I have lipstick on my teeth. Here around my mouth where I have those little creases, you can totally see the creasing. But then the sides are fine. And you know what? It's kind of interesting because I set my under eyes around my nose, chin, and forehead, and that's where the foundation is breaking up. So now I'm curious to know, is this meant to not be set with powder? Because why is it that the areas that I did set with powder are breaking up and they look just like a hot mess? Is this foundation meant to not be set? I have to play around with it some more and see. Am I obsessed with it? Absolutely not. Like, I don't like the foundation. Like, I don't think this is going to be an everyday wear foundation. Like, I'm not obsessed with it. Will I wear it again? Yes. And the only reason why I will wear it again is because I'm curious. Now I'm curious because the formula of this is so different. It's kind of gooey and tacky at the touch. Like, it sticks together. So I'm curious to see how it performs with different powders, with no powder, that kind of thing. So I will try it again just for research purposes, but will I wear it out? Probably not, because I just don't like, I just don't like the way my under eyes look, my nose, like bridge of my nose, it looks like I have no foundation whatsoever. It also claims to be a medium to full coverage. I did not get that. I definitely got a light to medium coverage, and when you apply a second layer, it tends to look cakey. So 2 layers, at least for me, was the maximum that this foundation could go without looking cakey. Other than that, I think it's a really, it's a pretty foundation. Don't get me wrong. Like, this side of my face looks flawless, but just the center part, like the under eyes, the nose, it just doesn't look good. I'm gonna zoom you guys in so that you can see what I'm talking about, because I don't really like that. I have some foundations that are cheaper than this, like the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation, the L'Oreal True Match Foundation. They don't do that to my skin, and they are cheaper than this. This is $8. With shipping, I paid $14. So, I hope that was helpful. I'm sorry if it was just not, and I'm sorry. I know that I had like, I'm a little confused about the foundation, but maybe you found it helpful, maybe you didn't. I don't know. I hope at least it was entertaining. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe before you go. Hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I upload a video. And that's it. I love you, and I will see you guys very soon with another very exciting makeup tutorial. Bye guys.